Righty. Any pains or injuries before we start? Everyone good? Okay. Good morning, everyone. This is Stephen Chang coming to you live from 333 Grand in downtown Jersey City, New Jersey. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the hybrid schedule, which is in person here at 333 Grand as well as through Zoom. You can register for class through ubindi.com. And if you're watching this on YouTube, classes are $10 and you can pay through Venmo or PayPal. Payment information on the bottom of the video as well as my website, simhayoga.com. Today's class is open flow. It is a level 1, level 2. If you're working with any kind of special conditions or limitations, make sure that you do modify or skip poses altogether, making good decisions about your movement practice so that you don't create any injuries or perpetuate any injuries. Now, if your hips are tight or your low back is tight, please elevate, sitting up on some blocks or some blankets. All right, palms face up. Fingers come to Jnana Mudra, thumb and index fingers touching. And as ground evenly through your seat, elongate through your spine. And then for Jerry, maybe you want to move this way a little bit so you can see me better, right? Just a little bit is fine. Good. Thank you, Stephen. As you ground evenly through your seat, elongate through your spine, let your shoulders broaden. And with your lips touching, start to regulate your breath by breathing only through your nose. And let your inhales even out with your exhales. Three ohms together. Inhale. Keeping the eyes closed, hands together in prayer on front of the heart, pressing the thumbs into your heart, heart back into the thumbs, lifting the heart up toward the sky, setting your intention for yoga practice, devoting your practice to someone or something or to yourself, your supreme self that lives within your heart, chanting the mantra for purification, purifying the space in which you practice yoga, call and response. Om Pavitraha. Om Pavitraha, Pavitrawa, Pavitrawa, Sarvavustan, Sarvavustan, Gatopiwa, Gatopiwa, Yaha Smarit, Yaha Smarit, Pundrikaksham, Pundrikaksham, Sapahya, Sapahya, Bihyendraha, Bihyendraha, Suchihi, Suchihi. Starting to open the eyes, palms face up, fingers come back to Jnana Mudra. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, right ear to the right shoulder. Right hand to the left side of the head, pulling gently to elongate. And then chin toward the right shoulder and continue to pull gently to the back of the head. Release, back to center, drop the right hand, left ear to the left shoulder, left hand to the right side. And then chin toward the left shoulder, continue to pull gently to the back of the head. Release, back to center, drop the left hand, chin toward the chest. Big circles with the head in one direction, ear to one side, roll it back. Opposite side, roll a center. Take a few more rounds in that same direction, allowing these circles to bring movement to the top of the spine, and then warming up the neck and shoulders. And one more giant circle, chin back toward the chest, and pause. And then taking the opposite direction, moving just as slowly. And then back to center again. Lifting the chin parallel to the floor, neutral spine. Extend the legs forward, separating the feet. Hands are supporting to either side of you, and turn your toes toward each other. And then roll out. Draw in, roll out, draw in, outer rotation, circling the ankles. Back to center, switch them around, inner rotations, opposite direction. And come back to center again, cross your shins, but take the opposite shin on top, the non-dominant crossing of the legs. It might feel a little bit awkward and feel a little bit tighter than the first side. Inhale, arms up high and extend. Exhale, twist to the right, right hand behind your left hand to the right knee. Inhale, back to center, arms up. Exhale, twist to your left. Back to center again. Side bends, right hand down, left arm overhead. Take back up, other side. Back to center again. Legs forward, forward fold. Reaching for your feet, your ankles or your shins. Then come back to a neutral spine, re-lengthen. On the exhale, hinge at the hips with that neutral spine and go only as far forward as you can maintain that neutral spine. And start to release. Take the soles of feet together, knees apart. Grabbing the ankles, and let's take some butterflies and just moving the knees up and down a few times. All right, come back to stillness. Draw the heels in closer, grabbing the ankles. Baddha Konasana, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, start to draw forward. Now, let's try to maintain a neutral spine here again. You can press your elbows to your inner thighs to get more hip opening. And come back up to release. Extend the legs forward just a little bit, Tadasana. And in this one, you can grab the inner feet or thread the arms underneath. And in the forward fold, you can round your spine as much as you want. So there's a very soft and gentle forward fold, allowing the back body to just open. And start to release, roll back up, swing the legs back behind you, down dog, and start to pedal out the legs. Walk it out side to side. All right, once you've taken some movement, come back to stillness in your down dog, pressing strongly into your hands, into your fingers, and drawing the weight back toward the heels, and let the head release. On the inhale, raise your right leg up, three-legged dog. On the exhale, right knee in toward the nose and round. Let's do that 3 times. Inhale, kick up. Exhale, right knee in. Inhale, kick up. Exhale, right knee in. Kick it up again. Stepping your right foot forward, low lunge. Raise your arms up high for high lunge. So in your lunge position, you're on your tiptoes on the back foot, arms up high. On the inhale, lengthen front leg, reach up higher. Exhale, bend the front knee, arms alongside. Lengthen and reach up. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Lengthen, reach up. Keep the arms reaching and bend the front knees, your high lunge. Wrap the hands back behind you, interlace your fingers. Broaden your shoulders, looking up with a back bend. Come back to neutral, releasing your hands, arms up. Then take the hands to the floor, either side of the right foot. Once you're steady, on the exhale, lengthen your right leg. You don't have to go fully. Then bend the front knee 3 times. Lengthen your right leg, just warming up your hamstrings. Bend the front knee 1 more. Lengthen. And bend. Keep the right knee bent. Left hand stays down. Right arm up to twist. Right hand behind you, half bind. And stack your shoulders a little bit more actively. Twist a little bit deeper. Extend a revolved lunge. Raise your right arm up and reach forward to a diagonal. Your palm is facing down. Then take the right hand to the floor. Warrior 1. Ground the back heel and rise up. On the exhale, open it up. Warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior, right arm up and back. Exhale, side angle, right arm to top of the right leg to modify, or the right hand to the floor, left arm up. Inhale all the way back up, reverse warrior. Lengthen out the right leg, triangle pose. Right hand to top of the shin if you need to modify, right hand to the floor if you can touch down. So Jess, if you want to come up, lengthen the front leg and hand to the shin so you can get into the hamstring stretch. Inhale all the way back up, reverse triangle. Then bend the front knee, hands to the floor, right foot stepping back, plank. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, lower all the way down to the belly. 3 progressive cobras. Will go a little higher with every round. Hands alongside the rib cage. Lift up, baby cobra. So your belly and your lower ribs stay on the floor. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up a little bit higher. Belly, lower ribs away from the floor. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up even higher. Full extension of your arms to cobra if you have it. Keeping your elbows bent if that's a little bit deep. And all the way down, child's pose. Seat toward the heels and fold. And then roll up to a kneeling position, sitting on top of your shins. On the inhale, on top of the shins. On the inhale, as you lift the seat, reach your arms out and up. On the exhale, lower almost all the way down, so you're still hovering, arms alongside. Inhale, lift and reach out. Exhale, draw almost all the way down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower 2 more times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower all the way down, and then walk your hands forward for down dog. Inhale, left heel up. Exhale, left knee in toward the nose. Inhale, kick up 3 times. Left knee in toward the nose. Inhale, kick. Exhale, left knee in. Kick it up again. This time, stepping left foot forward, low lunge. Inhale, arms up, high lunge. So you're on your right tiptoes here. On the inhale, lengthen front leg, reach up higher. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Lengthen, reach up. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Lengthen, reach up. Keep the arms reaching up. Bend the front knees to high lunge. Wrap the hands back behind you. Interlace with the opposite interlacing of your hands. Broaden your shoulders. Lift up, gaze upwards. So taking a back bend. Come back to neutral. Raise the arms up high. Rebalance. And then hands to your floor. Once you're nice and steady, on the exhale, lengthen front leg. Bend the front knee. Lengthen front leg. Bend the front knee. So you don't have to take full extension, right? Lengthen and bend. Stay here with your left knee bent. Right hand stays down. Left arm up to twist. Half bind. Left hand behind you. Stack a little bit more deeply. Extend and revolve. Raise your left arm up and forward to a diagonal. Palm is facing down. Left hand comes to the floor. Warrior 1. Ground the back heel and rise up. Open it up. Warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Left arm to top of the left leg to modify, or the hand to the floor. Right arm up. Inhale all the way back up, reverse. Triangle, lengthen out the left leg. Left hand to top of the shin or to the floor if you can touch down, right arm up. So Kenna, lengthen your front leg. Full extension. Front leg, yeah, there you go. Right, so the difference between side angle and triangle is side angle, the front knee is bent. Triangle, the front leg is fully extended. Inhale, come all the way back up. Reverse, triangle. Bend the front knee, hands to the floor, left foot, stepping back, plank. Inhale, one breath, exhale, lower all the way down to the belly. Again, 3 progressive cobras, hands alongside the rib cage, lift up, baby cobra. Exhale, lower arms all the way down. Inhale, lift up a little bit higher. Exhale, lower arms all the way down. Inhale, lift up even higher. Full extension of your arms, or cobra if you have it. And all the way down, child's pose. Feet toward the heels and fold. And then start to roll up onto your shins once again. Take the arms out to a T, palms face forward. On the exhale, draw the arms forward and round the mid and upper back as you draw the chin toward the chest. Inhale, open, expand, and lift the sternum up, gently looking up. So back bending and forward bending. Exhale, reach forward and round the mid and upper back. Inhale, expand and coming into back bend. Exhale, round. Inhale, expand. Exhale, round. Inhale, expand one more time. Exhale, round. Inhale, expand. Release, come back to neutral, hands to your floor, walk your hands forward, down dog. Inhale, right heel up. Exhale, right knee in toward the nose. Inhale, kick up, open up the hips and bend the right knee. And then right knee to the outside of the right arm and touch. Kick it back up. Knee comes into twist and touch your left arm. Kick back up. Stepping your right foot forward, low lunge. Arms up high, high lunge. Hands together in prayer, interlace your fingers. Press your palms forward. On the inhale, lengthen front leg, reach up high. Bend the front knee, press forward, and add a twist to the right. So smooth movements 3 times. Square center, lengthen, reach up. Bend, press forward, and twist. Square center, lengthen, reach up. Bend, press forward, and twist. Stay twisting to the right, half bind. Right hand behind you. Left elbow to outer right knee, and twist. Inhale, come all the way up and around, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse, warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. So again, modifying elbow to the knee or the hand to the floor. Then left palm face down, reach forward. Extended side angle. Keep your left arm extended. Raise your right arm forward to parallel your left. Then on the inhale, lift the torso up to vertical. Exhale, side bend it forward. Inhale, lift it up to vertical. Side bend it forward. One more time. Lift up to vertical. Side bend it forward and hold. 3, 2, 1. Lift up to vertical. Keep your arms up. Lengthen out the right leg. So same thing in a triangle pose. Exhale, side bend it forward. Inhale, lift up to vertical. Exhale, side bend it forward. Lift up to vertical. Side bend forward and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, come up, reverse triangle. Bend the front knee, hands to the floor, right foot stepping back, plank. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, lower all the way down to the belly. Version 2 of your progressive cobras. You're going to hold it. Inhale, lift up, baby cobra, and hold. Press into your hands. Lift up a little higher and hold. Press into your hands. Lift up even higher, cobra pose. So just articulating your spine progressively, right? So going from a lower position into a higher position. Exhale, lower all the way down. Child's pose. Feet toward the heels and fold. Start to roll up again onto your shins. Reach your hands forward. Right hand to left shoulder, left hand to right elbow, and gently pulling here to get more stretch to the outer right arm, outer right shoulder. Then reach your right hand forward, up and back, and with your left hand, grab the right elbow and lean back into a back bend. Come back up to vertical, side bending to your left. Then take the left hand to the floor, reach your right hand out, and then go even deeper to your left side stretch. Square back to center. Then reach your hands forward. Left hand to your right elbow. Left hand to your right shoulder. Right hand to your left elbow, and gently pulling here. Reach your left hand forward, up and back, and with your right hand, pull the left elbow back into a back bend. Take it back up to vertical, side bending to the right. Then release your right hand to your floor, extend the left arm out, and go even deeper into your side stretch. Take it back up to center, walk your hands forward, down dog. I'm going to have to close this shade because it's going to get too bright for my video. Good. All right, second side. Left leg up. Draw the left knee in. Inhale, kick up, open up the hips, bend the left knee outside of the left arm and touch. Kick back up. Knee comes into twist and touch your right arm. Kick back up. Stepping your left foot forward, low lunge. Arms up high for high lunge. Hands together in prayer. When you interlace your fingers, take the opposite thumb on top, so you're interlacing non-dominant thumb on top. Pressing your palms forward. Inhale, lengthen front leg, reach up high. Bend the front knee, press forward, and twist left. Square center, lengthen, reach up. Bend, press forward, and twist left. One more. Square center, lengthen, reach up. Bend, press forward, and twist. Stay twisting left. Left hand behind you. Right arm, outer left knee, a twisted lunge. Inhale, come all the way up and around. Warrior two. Reverse warrior. Extended side angle. Left arm to top of left leg or hand to the floor. Right palm face down and reach forward. Cannot reach your right arm forward. Then raise your left arm to parallel your right. On the inhale, lift up to vertical. Exhale, side bend it forward. Lift up to vertical. Side bending forward. Lift up to vertical. Side bend forward and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it up to vertical. Lengthen out the left leg. Triangle variation of that. Exhale. Side bend it forward. Lift up to vertical. 3 times. Side bend forward. Lift up to vertical. Side bend forward and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, come up, reverse triangle. Bend the front knee, hands to the floor, left foot stepping back, plank. Inhale, one breath, exhale all the way down to the belly. So version 2 of the progressive cobras, holding. Inhale, lift up, baby cobra, and hold. Press into your hands, lift up a little higher and hold. Press into your hands, lift up even higher, cobra. And all the way down, child's pose. Seat toward the heels and fold. Walk your hands in, lift up to stand on the shins. Eagle arms, reach your arms forward, right arm underneath the left. So you're lining up your elbows, bending the elbows, and if you can double wrap, double wrap. On the inhale, lift the elbows up, gaze up. On the exhale, round just your mid and upper back, so elbows toward the ribs, reach your hands forward and chin toward the chest. 3 times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Come back to vertical. Stay here and twist to the right. Press your right arm up against your left, so you're stretching your left shoulder. Square center, twist to your left. Press your left arm up against your right. Release, come back to center. Wrap the hands back behind you, interlace, broaden your shoulders, reach your knuckles back, gaze up. Come back to center, release, arms forward. This time, left arm underneath your right, line up your elbows, bend the elbows, and then double wrap if you can. And then lift the elbows up, gaze up. Exhale, round, elbows in toward the ribs. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Come back to vertical. Twist your left. Press your left arm up against your right so it's a right shoulder stretch. Back to center. Twist your right. Press your right arm up against your left shoulder stretch. Square back. Release your arms. Wrap the hands back behind you. Opposite thumb on top. Broaden your shoulders. Reach your knuckles back. Take into back bend, gently looking up. Come back to neutral, release, walking your hands forward, down dog. Inhale, right heel up, right knee in toward the nose. Kick up, open up the hips, bend the right knee and flip the dog. Roll arms to outside the left foot, drop the right foot back behind you, lift and extend. Flip it back around, right leg up, three-legged dog. Falling triangle, right leg threads underneath the left arm, so going to your left side. And then you want to flex your right foot strongly, so you're standing on the outer right foot, lift the hips up and extend. Flip it back again, right leg up. Step your right foot forward, low lunge, arms up high, high lunge. Steady your balance. Warrior 3, lean the torso forward, balancing on the right leg. Torso and left leg about parallel to the floor. Begin to step it back into high lunge. Wrapping your right arm underneath the left, eagle arms. Lift the elbows up, gaze up. Exhale, bow forward. A variation on devotional warrior. Release your hands to the floor for support. Ground the back heel down. Skandasana. Start to bend your left knee as you shift your seat toward the left heel. Now keep the left heel down if you can, and then draw the seat toward the heel. Now if you cannot keep the left heel down and you're on your left tiptoes, then keep your hands supporting. Right? So I don't want you to balance and then lose your balance and twist your ankle, right? So if you're on your tiptoes, stay with your hands supporting. If your heels are coming all the way down and you're able to sustain without your hands, then you can take your hands together in prayer. Right? So safety is important. If you're on your tiptoes and you're shaky, keep your hands on the floor for balance. For those of you with more flexibility, binding, left arm, internally rotating around your left shin, right hand back behind you to take the bind. Right, that's not available. Stay with hands together in prayer. One more breath. All right, let's start to break. Hands come back down, half moon. So as you shift back forward, right hand forward about a foot from your toes, a little bit off to right side so you're on the corner of the mat. Shift forward to balance on the right leg, right hand, and then left heel back, left arm up. Half moon. You may stay here balancing or bend your left knee, bind the left hand to left foot, taking Chapasana. If your balance is good here, take both hands to your left foot. All right, so you can go regular half moon, half bind in your Chapasana, or full bind, both hands to your left foot. All right, let's break, stepping it back, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse. Chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Hands to the floor, right foot stepping back. Exhale, chaturanga, push up. Inhale, up dog. Your thighs stay off the floor. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left heel up. Exhale, left knee in toward the nose. Kick up, open up the hips, bend the left knee, and flip the dog. Roll onto outside the right foot. Drop the left foot back behind you. Lift the seat up. Extend the left arm forward. Flip it back again. Left leg up. Fallen triangle. Left leg threads underneath your right. You're on the outside of the left foot. Flex your foot strongly so you have the support of the ankles. Lift the seat up. Reach your right arm forward. Flip it back again. Left leg up. Three-legged dog. Stepping. Your left foot forward. Low lunge. Arms up high. High lunge. Eagle arms. Wrap the left arm underneath the right. Elbows up, gaze up. And then bowing forward. Devotion. Oh, I forgot the warrior three. We'll come back to it. Stay in that forward fold. Release your hands to the floor. Ground the back heel. Skandasana. As you bend your right knee, you're going to shift the weight back toward the right heel. Take the seat toward the heel. Again, if you're on your tiptoes, stay with the hands supporting so you can balance and stay safe here, right? Stable. If you can draw the right heel down and free up your hands together in prayer. So Jenny, now if you take the torso forward and to your left a little bit, that way your right thigh does not get in the way of your torso, right? This might give you better balance. Yeah, there you go. If you're taking the bind, wrap the right arm around the right shin, left hand back behind you for the full bind, right? Or try to balance however you like. All right, take the hands to the floor. We're going to shift forward into half moon. Left hand forward about a foot, look up to left side. Shift to balance, raise your right arm up, right heel back. And if you're taking it further, binding, right hand to right foot, Chapasana with a half bind, or Chapasana with a full bind, both hands binding to the right foot. Now you can always try things out and see where you get. All right, when we make our way back, step the right foot back down. You're going to square back forward into a high lunge. Let's come back to that warrior three that I had missed. Once you steady your balance, lean the torso forward, warrior three. All right, when you're ready to break, step it back to warrior one. Open it up, warrior two. Reverse warrior. Hands to the floor, chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Yogic squat, step the left foot forward to the outside of the left hand, turning your toes out. Step the right foot forward, outside of the right hand. So if you keep your feet wide, about max width, it might be easier for you to keep the heels down. If you're then able to free up your hands together in prayer, and you're going to press your palms together, elbows into your inner knees back into your elbows. So it's a very active yogic squat. So once you have the activity between your arms and your legs, let the seat go down toward the floor, and then lean the upper torso back and lift your gaze. All right, so it could be a very active yogic squat here. So it's really great for a stretch of the lower back and your hips. Release your hands down. Start to lift the feet. Turn your toes back forward. So your feet are about match width distance and pointing it with your toes forward. And let's take a twist. Left hand comes to center, creating a tripod. Bend your left knee. Keep the right leg extended. Raise your right arm up to twist. Take the gaze to the floor for balance. Bend both knees. Revolve half moon. You're going to shift to stand on the right foot. Reach your left heel back for revolved half moon. Right foot down, left hand down. So opposite hand and foot. Yeah. You may remain here, or again, binding. Right hand to your left foot. Revolve Tapasana. Stay on the right leg and start to stand up on the right foot. As you kick the left leg back, reach your left arm forward. This is your revolved dancer. Stay on the right leg, tree pose. Release the left foot, sole of the left foot to inner right leg. Right, we'll keep the tree pose simple. We've been on that right leg for quite some time, so it's quite rigorous, right? So I'll give you another 2 breaths here before we break. All right, arms up, release, step the left foot wide. So you're about that match width distance. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hinging at the hips. You can always keep a slight bend to the knees. Once your hands touch down, then you can forward fold and start to lengthen out the legs once again. Coming back to your forward fold. All right, let's take a twist. Right hand to center, creating a tripod. Bend your right knee, keep your left leg extended. Raise your left arm up to twist. Revolve half moon, take the gaze to the floor for balance. Bend both knees. Then start to shift the weight to your left foot as you then reach your right leg back. Extend the left leg fully. This is your revolved half moon. Right hand down. Yeah, left arm up. Yeah. If you're then going further to bind, left hand to the right foot and kick back. Now, if you're not binding hand to foot, you can still take the revolved dancer's pose, right? So as you're ready, start to lift the upper torso, standing on the left leg, reach your right arm forward. So if you're binding hand to foot as your revolved dancer, if you're not binding, it could be a simple extension of the leg back. Stay on the left leg, stand up all the way, tree pose, sole of the right foot, inner left leg. And the arms up and out. Then begin to break, step the right foot out. Extend the arms up, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, start to dive forward. Once again, you can always keep the slight bend to the knees. Once your hands touch down and you have the support, then you can lengthen out a little bit more. With your hands supporting, heel toe your feet toward each other. Bend the knees, inhale, rise up the chair. Hands together in prayer. Twist to the right. Hook the left arm to the outer right knee. Hands together in prayer. And then check that your knees and your feet are lined up. Either stay here in your twist, or those of you stronger, you can take your side crow. Hands to your right side, shoulders width. Keeping your elbows bent, shift right and forward, and maybe your feet can come off the floor for your side crow. If that's not available, keeping your twisted chair is good enough. Almost there, Christian. All right, starting to break. Come back to center, arms up, lengthen. Exhale, dive forward. Take 3 breaths here to let your legs recover. Right, sometimes you can start to take the shape of a pose. If we're not successful today, just keep working on it, right? Every time you take the pose, it gets a little bit easier. You go a little bit further, perhaps. All right, bend the knees, rise up chair, second side, hands together in prayer. Twist your left, right elbow to outer left knee, and then line up your knees and your toes, and then twist a little bit deeper to your left. If you're then going for side crows, shift your tiptoes. Land the hands to the floor to your left, about shoulders width, maybe a little bit wider for some of us, right? Keeping your elbows bent. Shift left, forward, and maybe your feet come off the floor. Good, Laura, almost there. All right, let's square, back to center chair. Exhale, dive forward, forward fold. And let's take a few breaths here once again to let the legs recover. All right, bend the knees, step the right foot back, crescent moon. Right knee comes to the floor. Now, if you need extra padding to your right knee, if you have a towel or something, do that. Or you can take a mat, right side folding towards center, will double up your mat if you need the extra cushioning. Then, once you're ready, hands to top of the thighs, and then lunge your hips forward, getting into the stretch of your right quads, right hip, right psoas. Hands to top of the thighs, and then think about your belly going away from your thighs. So press your hands into your thighs, lean the upper torso back, belly away from your thighs. And then gently looking up naturally at about 45 to 70 degrees. So the back of the neck remains neutral, right? So you don't want to drop the head back and crunch the back of the neck. You want it supported. Once you have that back bend and the support neck, arms up, Venus Mudra. If you have the shoulder mobility, you can reach your arms behind the ears. If not available, alongside or maybe even slightly forward. If even that is difficult, you can separate your hands into about shoulders width or wider. That'll be easier for your shoulders if you have tight shoulders. And starting to release, hands to either side of the left foot. Tuck the right toes under, pyramid, lengthening over your left leg. Now, if you cannot take full extension of the left leg, you can bend your left knee a little bit. If you have blocks, you can always take blocks to either side of your foot. If you have only one block, it goes to the inside of the foot using both hands. So just, if you rotate that block wide, there you go. It'll be easier for you to balance on. 3 more breaths. All right, we're going to transition to pigeon. Bend your left knee, ground the palms. So you're going to kick the left leg up, so the front leg goes up. Open up the hips, bend the left knee. Stay here for a couple of breaths. Let the hips decompress before we compress them into pigeon. Re-extend the left leg, draw the left knee in. Land that shin to the floor. So you're in a pointed toe position, standing on your shin. Make sure that the left thigh angles out 30 to 45 degrees away from the center line so you have more space. Then with your hands supporting, inch your right knee further back so you can lower the hips. Untuck your toes, walk your hands back, elongate through the spine. So notice with your left thigh angling out, you're actually balancing on a triangle, and that's what you want. That also gets the thigh away from the belly. So once you have this measurement, then you can walk your hands forward, staying on your forearms or making pillows with the hands, resting your forehead. All right, let's start to walk it back in. Take the left seat down and swing the right leg around, and you're probably off to the left side a little bit, so center your seat. Shift back toward the sacrum, walk your feet in, grab the back of the legs, and lift your shins. Now, we tend to round the spine a lot, right? I want you to think about straightening out the spine by lifting the chest and leaning the head back and looking up at again, 45 degrees or so. So you're coming back to a more neutral position with your spine. Once you're steady, if you can free up your arms, arms reach forward. And then we're going to lengthen and bend the legs. So lengthen and bend. Lengthen and bend. 5 times. Lengthen, bend, lengthen, bend, lengthen, bend. One more. Lengthen, bend. Stay with the knees bent and your feet close to your floor. And you're going to keep the feet hovering away from the floor. Lengthen to reach forward. Draw the knees in. Lengthen to reach forward. Draw the knees in. 3. Knees in. 4. Knees in. 5. Knees in. Legs all the way. Arms up. Inhale. Exhale. Forward fold. And release. Cross out the shins. You can roll forward and walk it back, or you can jump it back. Chaturanga, dog down dog. Right? If you can take flight, fly a little bit. Why not? Just turn around. Swing the legs back and turn around. All right. Right leg up. Stepping your right foot forward, crescent moon. Left knee comes down. Take extra padding to your left knee again if you need, with a towel or a blanket or the mat, left side folding towards center. Untuck the toes. Walk your hands to the top of the thighs and lunge forward. Get into the quad stretch. Then press your hands into your thighs. Think about your belly leaning away from your thighs, gently looking up. Once you have your back bend set, arms up, Venus moving. All right, let's start to break. Pyramid. Hands to either side of the right foot. Tuck the left toes under. And lengthen over your right leg. Use your blocks if you need. Or keep a slight bending of the knee to accommodate for tightness in your hamstrings, right? But if you can fully extend, take the extension. Especially when we're working with flexibility, please work with patience, right? It takes time, especially we're not very flexible. And as we get deeper and work into the flexibility, maybe we get a little bit more range every time we visit the pose, right? So just be patient. All right, start to bend the right knee, starting to transition into a pigeon. Ground the palms, raise your right leg up. So the front leg goes up and back, and open up the hips, bend the right knee into your sideways scorpion. Let the hips decompress a few breaths. Then raise your right leg up, draw the right knee in. Land that shin to the floor for pigeon. So you're in a pointed toe position, standing on the right shin. Right thigh angles out 30 to 45 degrees. Inch your left knee further back to lower your hips, untuck your toes. Walk your hands back and lift up to a more vertical line. Make sure you're nice and level here, right? So if you're sitting on one side, you're going to feel like you're falling off to the side. But if you're balanced, your hips are level, you should feel pretty steady. Once you're set, walk your hands forward, forearms down, or making pillows with the hands. All right, start to roll back up. Walk your hands in. Take the right feet down. Swing the left leg forward, and then free up your legs. All right, this time we're going to do obliques. So I'm just going to show it to you first. We're going to take your hands back behind, lift the feet, keeping your feet separated. We're going to roll to one side of the outer hip, roll back to center, roll to the other side. We'll go a few times back and forth, and you're going to feel it in the core and the obliques. So I'll go in the same orientation as you, and let's try to keep the same speed, okay? So hands back behind you, shift back toward the sacrum, raise your legs, and your feet are separated, okay? You're going to roll to the right and turn the knees and the toes to the right. Roll back to center. Roll to your left. Roll back to center. Right, center. Left, center. Right, center. Left, center. We'll speed it up. Right, center. Left, center. Right, center. Left, center. Right, center. Left, center. 10, center. 10, center. 9, center. 9, center. 8, center. 8, center. 7, center. 7, center. 6, center. 6, center. 5, center. 5, center. 4, center. 4, center. 3, center. 3, center. 2, center. 2, center. 1, center. 1, center. And hold it here. If you can free up your hands, free up your hands. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Soles of feet together, knees apart, Baddha Konasana. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. And again, if you want to press your elbows to your inner thighs for more hip opening, go ahead. And release. Coming back up, step the feet about max width, and knock the knees in together, and your hands can come back behind you for support. And then you can go side to side to windshield wiper. So that's to decompress your hip flexors. All right, some of those movements could be quite difficult for tight hip flexors. All right, come back to center. Extend the legs forward, arms alongside, lowering onto your back. Let's take a back bend, bridge pose. Walk your feet in, about hip twist with your fingertips, feel from the back of the heels. Then press your heels down, lift your seat, and that is your bridge. You can walk your hands underneath you, interlace, and then walk your shoulders in as well. Those of you who want to go deeper into a wheel pose and you're ready for it, hands to your shoulders, elbows up, and lift all the way if you like. If that's too much, just come back to a bridge and just work on the back bend from here. Yeah, and lift up the hips as high as you can. There you go. 3 more deep breaths. When you're ready to break, releasing your hands, slowly lower the seat all the way down. Once you're down, gently hugging your knees in. All right, then keep the left knee in. Extend the right leg out to your floor. Recline twisting. Left arm out to a T and twist to the right. Christian, switch arms. Yeah. Take the left knee back to center, switch legs, switch arms, and twist to the other direction. When you're ready, take that right knee back to center, hug both knees in. And then when you're ready, step the feet to the floor. Slide the legs forward, Shavasana, sign of relaxation. Feet are separated, toes turn out, arms alongside the body, palms face up, eyes are closed. Let it all go. Beginning to draw your breath back in, moving the fingers and your toes. When you're ready, reach the arms overhead, stretching in opposite directions, and then rolling over to the right and come up to a comfortable cross-legged position. And when you take a seat, let's take your non-dominant shin on top again so that you can use your non-dominant side a little bit more to even out. Then reconnecting to an even seat, a lengthy spine, shoulders broad, breath deep, and let the neck be free. Inhale for Om. Hands together in prayer, bowing forward, sealing in the practice. Inhale, come up. Namaste, everybody. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here today. And thank you for sharing your practice with me. My name is Stephen Chang, coming to you live from 333 Grand in downtown Jersey City, New Jersey. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the hybrid schedule, which is in person here at 333 Grand, as well as through Zoom. You can register for class through ubindi.com. And if you're watching this on YouTube, classes are $10, and you can pay through Venmo or PayPal. Payment information on the bottom of the video, as well as my website, simhayoga.com. Thank you again. See you next time.